Ohio is ranked 45th in the United States for food insecurity. And joining me today is Jeff Magada from Flying High Inc. And we're going to talk about the GROW program. Good to see you.
You too, Dee. It's an honor for me to be here. I appreciate it.
You're doing hard work that's appreciated in the community. GROW. What is GROW, and why has Flying High taken this job on to try to feed and provide quality food and vegetables?
So I appreciate that question. And GROW Urban Farm was really developed out of an original purpose to create work acclimation services for people who had not had a recent work history. And so, as you know, Dee, Flying High primarily is a workforce development agency. And so we had a lot of individuals coming to us that were maybe coming out of incarceration or coming out of recovery who had no recent work history. And, we would send them to a job, or I would send them to a job just to have them come back to me 2 weeks or a month later because they had lost the job. And what we discovered was, yes, they needed a job, but they needed work acclimation prior to the job.
Ethics, work ethics, getting up on time.
Exactly.
Showing up at work.
Punching a time clock, taking instructions, completing tasks, working well with others. Those were all some basic work ethic things that we wanted to impart. And what we learned is you could sit people in a classroom and try to teach them, but people learn best by working. You learn to work by working. And so I thought, how can we create an environment that, where we can put people to work, right, and they can give back to the community? And it was really from the experience I had working with at-risk youth, where we used the platform of sports to teach character. And it was kind of through that I learned, hey, you need something, you need a medium where you can involve them and then teach the lessons as you do it. So now that in my career, I started working more with adults than I was youth, I thought, let's start a farm. And let's grow produce that, can be put out into food desert throughout and allow the individuals to get work acclimation skills, get work ethic, and be part of a community solution.
Interesting enough, when you talk about food and farming and gardening and what you can learn from simply putting a plant in the ground, taking responsibility, watching it grow, fruition to plant, to harvest. Good. I want to thank Jeff for joining me, and we're going to continue this discussion on GROW and how this urban farming program is helping others in the community. I'm Dee Crawford, Community Affairs Director, WKBN.
And that program that they were just talking about helps supply food for the Mahoning Valley Mobile Market. That truck makes different stops each day, offering fresh food options for customers. Tomorrow, it will be at the ESA Park Apartments in the morning, and then Mercy House on South Avenue in the afternoon. On Friday, the truck will visit the YWCA in Youngstown and Woodworth Park in Beaver Township. We've posted the market's. Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.